Alright, how's it going, everybody? This is Ismortah, and this morning during my Saturday morning 9 a.m. Central video game stream, gonna be showing some more Destiny 2. Sorry about the late start. I know I'm starting a few minutes late. I was talking to my mama about my kitty who went to the vet, so, kitty comes first to everything else in my life, which is probably true for many of you viewers as well. He's doing good. But yeah, so you see here, awesome new look for my character. It's rocking almost an entirety, except for my headpiece, of the ornament gear for Season of the Deep. Look good, feel good. The only way you do good in the game is if you look good, so there you go. But yeah, so my goal today is to pursue the exotic secret quest for Season of the Deep. Now, I looked up some notes on what's required since I have all of the blades, and we'll see if I can do it, because it looks like it's a very DPS coordinated and very short window to DPS, so I'm not entirely sure I can do it by myself. I have seen that someone's done it before solo, so I know it's possible, but I also don't know what their light level was. But anyway, it'll be fun attempting just to see what it is, what it's all about. If I get to a point while I'm doing it that I'm stuck, then I'll probably then just do some deep dives and try to get past the pressure trial, which I haven't done yet either. So we'll see. And of course, if you like what you see, be sure to comment and follow here on twitch.tv/Ismortah. And if you miss the feed, you can also catch me on YouTube the following day at anytime at Shadow Balance Games. What's up, Nacros TV? But like I said, I'll attempt the exotic quest, but otherwise we're doing some deep dives anyway, so it'll definitely be Operation Deep Dive. So I'll modify the title depending on what I do after the fact on YouTube. And so this video isn't on how to do everything for the exotic quest, because A, like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to get past it, and B, I've already done the fishing part. So if you want to see guides on how to beat and unlock the exotic quest chain, there's a lot of guides out there already. This is just me having fun, seeing what I can find and what I can do. But one of the first things I want to do is, since I know that's a taken heavy fight, I think running Risk Runner is not a bad idea. But I still want to do Glaive, because I like to be able to block and have something that hits hard. Because like I said, it is a DPS check, so you need special and heavy ammo. Definitely. So I think I'll do this build here. Do I have one? Maybe I don't. I thought I had a build with exotic primary. Oh, this one. Yeah. I think I'll do this build, but run an arc gun. And might want to change an arc mod right quick for that. Just so I get orbs to drop. So, let's do that. I'll have to go get my Risk Runner, actually. But yeah, that's the idea. And change some of the damage, too. And I'll just save this build. So, Concussion, if I could change that to Arc. And then we'll keep Void for the final boss, which is Void. And then the orbs that I generated, if I could change that to from Kinetic. I'm not sure. See, I don't want to endanger not getting heavy ammo to drop, because it's so critical to get that for the final boss. And I think Arc, yeah, is going to cost me 3. I might have to drop stats, because man, I don't want to lose heavy ammo. But if I'm not going to take Void damage, or if I'm not going to get orbs from Void, like if I'm saving my machine gun and shots only for the bosses, Which is not entirely true, because there's also the Minotaurs. But for that I do special with this, so that would be void. Being so, that's for orbs, that's not for heavy ammo, so let's just do this for time being, just so we can get going on this video. Actually, that's not bad, because I only get orbs from Arc, and if I'm using Risk Runner, that's going to be my bread and butter anyway. So, save all my shots for heavy targets. Yeah, we'll just do that. Unless I want to... I almost feel like it's better to just nerf stats a little bit. Like dropping the recovery by 5 wouldn't change any stats. Yeah, let's do that. Because that'd still be the same tier level anyway. That way I can rock Void also. Here we go. This way I get orbs from Arc and Void. My 2 weapons for this build I'm doing. And then also have effectively the same level for recovery. Okay. So let me go pick up Risk Run right quick, and then I'll save this build. Actually, I'll go ahead and save this as something. Let's see. Remember, all these are... We'll do this one. So this is going to be Arc. Sure. Okay, so let's go get Risk Runner, and then we'll do it. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's make sure sound works. Looking good, increased DPS. I totally agree. Risk Runner was actually my very first exotic I ever got in this game, so we're going back to basics. Going back to old school. And the reason in particular why I'm doing Risk Runner is just because the fact that I'll be taking primarily from the taken arc damage, which means I'll have high resistance to it. So I'll take less damage, which is great. Which means also I'll do constantly the lightning attack. So that's the whole motivation there. Oh, that's right, it's in this slot. Oh shit, I forgot. It's a submachine gun. Okay, that changes things a little bit. Yeah. It, well, does it though? I guess it would make more. I can use this. Just can just be a long range option. I won't. Yeah, whatever. The only potential problem is this is so low. I may want to try to up its stats right quick or something. At least close. Yeah, like with this or something. Yeah, just not necessarily to raise my light level, just to not have it be fucking borked. You know. So it's closed? Yeah, sure. Cool, so let me save this build. Alright, so we got arc build. Cool. And like I said, like, it's just me enjoying trying to pursue the quest. Like, would I fuck up? Am I going to fuck up collecting shrines? Possible. Am I going to mess up boss fights? Probably, it's because it's my first time doing it. So it's just me having a good time trying to pursue this. Maybe I can do it, maybe I can't. Like I said, if I really get stuck, then I'll just do deep dives and try to complete pressure trials, which I haven't done yet, which I need for the achievement for the, I believe, for the title anyway. Aquanaut, I believe. So, which I'm actually very close on, if I recall. You see, I need pressure deep, so very close. There's a secret triumph here, but if I were a betting man, I would say that's the exotic quest. I could be wrong, but I believe that's probably that would be my guess. So. Cool, let's attempt to do it. Alright. So I know where I have to go, but there's a possibility of screwing up, because like to activate shrines you have to go to certain places, and like there's some parts you have to go to that if you happen to miss it, there's no way to go back. So that's possible too. So it's letting you know. So it's just me pursuing. See what happens. If I recall, the first one, when I fall, I need to go to the right. And then after the first phase, I go to the room on the left, which is the easiest one. And then the third one, as you're navigating, stick to the left, and it's on the left-hand wall. So I think I got the gist for those. Then after you get past the second encounter, go to the room on the right, activate all three. Let me check one thing. But then it's like, is that a room you go in through, and then people follow that way in order to do that encounter, or do you go the normal direction that you go, and it just becomes this new path instead of the old one? That's what I need to... Let me check one more thing on that. Bit of damage. One memento. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, and I could be wrong, but it looks like when you do the part after you've activated all the shrines, that you then go through that path instead of where you would go. So it's like if I'm doing this as a group, if they don't go the right direction, then, you know. But anyway, we'll do an attempt and see what happens, see if I can find all the shrines first to activate the first time, and then, like I said, we'll just see what happens. Some of these videos I've caught up from other people, the fact they skip around isn't like crystal clear connecting all the dots. So we'll just do it. Let's fucking do it. But there is the option also that if you look here, I can also do a private game. So you can have a coordinated group do exactly what you want to do. And that's probably what I'll do it for a second attempt. But let's do it the first time and see what happens. See what I can find. See what I can do. Because like I said, something else that I still want to do anyway is a pressure trial, which you do in the deep dive, which I haven't completed yet. I've seen people attempt it, but I've never been in a group that could DPS hard enough. That's what worries me about trying to do this exotic quest, because it's harder than a pressure trial. So if you can't do a pressure trial, yeah, right, you can do the exotic quest. That's the thing. So, but we'll see. Either way, there's be definite splish splash. That much is true. So I'm primarily going to do Risk Runner, and just for long-range targets, I'll do Servant Leader. Which makes me think maybe I should change this to Kinetic, because that means the only void I'm doing is Machine Gun. That's also true. But I don't think I have enough points, because that'd be 2 points. Or it'd be 3. No, it would be 2, yeah. That's good. Let's deal.
This is tactical. Dive green. Fire Team Asa, Saint 14 has you. This land the worm has brought us. Is that all she has to offer?
I'm just as frustrated as you are. I hate the Hive, Saladin. Hate them. You know.
No point in raging against something we can't change, I suppose. Instead, let's take that fire to our enemies.
Yeah, in bed. Oops, I missed the bubble. Bubble! So if this is the first one, I went up, I'm already fucking up. Like, if I was on the left-hand side, I'm still disoriented. Oh, and I'm about to die, too. Cool. Oh, shit, it did that. That's what's happening when you die.
Okay, partner. Get drilling while I get loud and make a diversion for you.
And the other problem is, because people want to do the other stuff, like you can also get pulled forward, so... Yeah, that's the thing, too. I just think I may have accidentally fucked up this first part. Because I'm not seeing... I think, look at it. Yeah, see, I think I already missed the first one. Because the second one is when you start the encounter. Ah, whatever. I could still attempt time trial, though. But with only 2 people, it's also, yeah, fucking right, too. Oh yeah, I forgot Risk Runner. When you shoot, you also get full ammo back too. That's pretty awesome. I haven't seen the stuff for the pressure trial either, so I don't think that's happening either. If someone did trigger it, you'd see lights or pools of stuff, so I guess that's that one too. Hey, we're doing it, you're doing it. But yeah, that makes me want to try it solo just so I can look around, that's what I mean. Like, do it with a group, I need to fundamentally, like, what I should be doing. But yeah, you haven't seen deep dives before, boom, here you go. Yeah, so definitely not doing a pressure trial. But regardless that I missed one, I should still be able to try to find the other 2 shrines. So at least get familiar with the other 2.
I see a drill running low. Take care of it. Executed, fire team. Your next objective rests at a lower depth, well behind enemy lines. Move carefully.
Alright, so here's number 2. So I did miss the first one.
Waits. Bring your violence like a wave against mine stones.
So I successfully found the second one. First one, I say, is where you drop and move. I had a feeling I fucked up, and I was right.
Everything I've read about the Hive factions eating each other alive, this makes sense.
Pitting our enemies against each other is always a viable battle plan. But since Savathun's death, we haven't seen the usual power vacuum. I have a hard time believing the Witch Queen's corpse retains enough power to do much of anything beyond being a trap.
Alright, so the third one, it's also when I fall, if I believe it's... I remember it's hiking the left-hand side. There's no bubbles over here? That's great. So it's gonna be like, I'm probably gonna miss this now just because people, where I spawned. And now I'm disoriented too. Oh, I found an item though.
Incoming. We already lost these guardians. Let's avenge them.
Ooh.
Fix that extractor and I'll pull the bulk of the hive away from you.
Like I said, that's why I kind of want to do my own run, just to, because you have to get all 3 in the same run. So if you're not doing it, if you don't get all 3, then you can't do it. And I already got pulled forward. So I was trying to find the third one, so I need to be able to successfully find all 3. So. Not this run. So next time I'll do a run solo, just so I can look. Like I said, the videos aren't the best. Because you can get disoriented getting drops, it's like, how do you navigate? You know what I mean? So. Yeah, Risk Runner, man. Risk Runner for deep dives is really, like, keen, because you always fight Taken. Eventually. Or even if you don't, if anyone does arc damage, you know, it's for the high resistance and explosive electric shots. I'll just act as tank since I got this advantage while they do objectives. My super goes off in someone's fucking head because he ran in front of me. Awesome. Nothing like wasting a super. Always good times. It's just like bad combat. Never run in front of somebody else firing. Like, if you're in real life, you would just get gunned down. It's like, fucking idiot. You don't run in front of someone else's gun. Stupid. So it looked like there was another attempt at triggering the pressure trial even here, which was interesting. I just don't know what I was supposed to do. Because, like, that's what happens when you say invoke darkness. That was... But yeah, so this was talking like this is easier than the exotic quest. So it's like the fact that this is, you know, not doing perfectly, it's like definitely not gonna happen. Not that you can't kill the guys, it's because time. Kinda like this is time. So
Almost like we planned it, Guardian. Let's sink a little more and do it again.
So the other area I have to go would be through that door, which is closed because I didn't activate the prior 3 shrines. So at least I know where to go for the second and fourth parts.
Not on purpose, but we're nearing an end. This is when we have to be at our most cautious. One false step is all it takes. We die fighting, or survive the end to lay down our arms and become something else. Those are the only 2 options I can see.
Why am I fucking lost? Because you're underwater and everything looks fucking same. That's a pretty good reason. And that's what I mean about finding those first and third shrines is like, I need to find some way to like landmark myself. Otherwise I'm like going in circles and could or accidentally miss where I'm supposed to go. Which I did. It is pretty though. That much is true. There's also a bunch of aquarium items you can get during deep dives for your aquarium, which is cool. So like on each section, I think there's like 2 items you can get. So that's why you see people running around. They're looking for those items. Because not only do you get them for your aquarium, but if you find all of them, it's also a triumph too. There's more shit to do in the same area, you know. So it looks like I found a floating light for my aquarium. I believe is what I found. Yeah, I think that's what it looks like too. It looks like when you do the exotic quest, instead of doing this third part, if you got to it from the depth of deep dive, instead of doing this, you do a whole like different level because you go a different direction, and instead you do this whole like labyrinth instead of this underwater shit. So that's the other problem is if your team isn't going the same direction as you're going, you'll get pulled or ported somewhere else or something. So it's like, or you don't have enough DPS because people are separated. So besides me getting lost, I think that's the main reason why I don't think I'll be able to do those exotic quests is because you need everyone with the same goal in mind as far as what you're after. You know, like if I was doing a pressure trial, people would join in just because you're shooting more shit in the same area. But the exotic quest is you're kind of going off the beaten path. Oh my god. I'm just playing terrible. I just wasted that on a cliff. Because I got hit to the side. Bumped somehow. Oh well. Be what it be. Yeah, a coordinate group. But you can slide it for a lot of stuff in Destiny. It's like, it's either you need to do it solo or a coordinate group. You can't always... There's not a lot of stuff you can do in-game that you can just have people basically fucking around doing their own thing. Unless you're doing like PvP or something, I guess. You know, you need a little higher level of coordination. Like I said, in any case, we're doing deep dives. You know, we'll find some exotic quest stuff, try to do some pressure trials, try to find some more aquarium items by just meandering around. And the aquarium items are found when you're dropping down in the bubbles, when you're in the water. I believe there's 2 per part, if I recall. So, you know. Okay, so for this, regardless of what boss we do, you never want to use your super on the bosses, ever. You want to use them on the elites. Always. Or in my case, groups of enemies, so I can use them more often. But the thing that's cool is, this is also the boss I really wanted to fight, because this is the only boss in matchmaking that I haven't done yet. I did them in the story mode, but it didn't count on the achievement because it wasn't part of matchmaking. So I'm excited that I was able to do this boss because this is the last one I needed for one of the achievements, which is cool. The reason I'm jumpy is because there's explodey bots. I always like finding eyeballs though, so. Gotcha. Got pink eye. There you go, there's the achievement. And because it's a seasonal, that means I'll also get, like, basically a whole level's worth of experience from the season.
I read the report on Rasputin. Makes me wonder if there will be a place for people like us when this is all over.
People like us.
Fighters. Warriors. If I'm aiming to keep on living the day after the witness bites a bullet.
Title speaks of similar apprehensions. She holds it noble to fight for a time one may never see. Whether a place exists for you there is entirely within your own making. Peace isn't a lack of purpose. It's an opportunity to define one.
Yeah, I like his rocket robe too. It's like the robe, the fact you have this ambient swirling energy you can do of different types is pretty cool. It's interesting that his alternates colors. He must have some sort of mod that lets him do that, as opposed to just sticking to one. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, that's a deep dive. But yeah, during the deep dive, like I'll repeat myself, is like during the deep dive, depending on how you do, beating timers at each section, you can get higher rewards. But then also you can trigger a pressure trial, which makes it even harder. That then you can get additional rewards as well. You can get tier 4 rewards. And then also in deep dive, while you're dropping, when you're going splish splash, you can find stuff for your aquarium under the sea. And then also sporadically throughout it are different steps for the exotic quest, for the new exotic gun, if you've done the prerequisites before coming into the deep dive. So a lot of deep dive stuff. It's a lot of reasons for people to go. It just, some things it's just easier to do by yourself because you're just like exploring, and other things you can just do with a random group, and other things it looks like you really want to have a coordinated group. A lot of stuff. Ooh, gotta get those patterns. I think I almost have every unlocked pattern for all the taken guns, which is cool, because you can see the taken look is cool. This, I think, one of 2 guns left for me to do that to. There you go. So there is, and so this not only is it a seasonal challenge, so you get a level basically. This is also the last seasonal bonus. I had 9 of 10. If you get 10 of 10, that's one of the requirements, I believe, also for the title for Season of the Deep. So now, whenever I redeem a salvage key, I also have a chance to earn a deep dive key. But yeah, if I were a betting man, because the whole point of titles is to say you've done all content for something. So if I were a betting man, I would say this is the exotic quest, this is the pressurized trial, complete at least once, and this last one is I just have to use Season of Deep weapons more. So these last 2 you have to do deep dives. My kitty's wandering around. Beat a kitty. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to do a solo deep dive. And just so I can explore the depths for the exact location of the other 2. Because every time you do a deep dive, unlike salvage, it's always exactly the same fucking level. It's just you have different guys that appear. And different objectives you have to do. But there's a lot of shit there, so there's a lot of replayability as far as things, why you want to go there. Whereas salvage, there's not much to do, but it's always different shit. You have completely different missions, different encounters, 2 or 3 different levels. Alright, so let me check one thing. I'll do another one of these. Let me free up my bank right quick. Free up some space, and then I'll do a solo deep dive to try to find the exact location of those other 2. Just because, like, I need to easier navigate. Like, obviously, if you follow one of these other videos you can find on YouTube, if you go the exact path, you're fine. But the problem is if you get bumped or turn, the fact that everything looks similar, like, oh shit, where the hell am I? Which is similar to when you're underwater, you're like, everything looks the same. I don't know. Right? No, the exotic quest is something I want to pursue, but it's not something I'm like hell-bent on doing. But just because, you know, the fact that it requires... I mean, it looks like you could potentially solo. I saw someone do it, but I don't know what their light level was or what their build was, which I'm sure helps. I also don't know if deep dives scale or not. If they scale, that would actually be a good thing. That means, yeah, you could, like Avalon, but if it's meant for 3 people and you're not pulling 3, that is going to be a DPS hard time for sure. Okay. My kitty's walking around right now because he wants to play. It's like, oh, but I'm not playing with him. Urgh. Kitties gotta be kitties. Alright, let me just dump stuff for time being and I'll figure it out later. I want to have a different weapon for my Strand build anyway, for Strand. Figure that out later. Need to make space. So I can pick up shit. Actually, let's get rid of all the non-essential shit. Let's, like... Unless I masterworked it, let's fucking not hold on to it. Kitty look at me like, why am I studying in this chair? You're not playing with him. Because he's a kitty. He is a good kitty. Alright. So, let's take a look. We're going to do another deep dive. We're going to do a solo dive just so I can be able to better navigate where the first and third ones are. In case I'm doing this by myself, I just want to know where everything is. Okay, what do? Oh yeah, plus there's weekly challenges for salvage and deep dive. Both of which, if I'm not mistaken, at least with the deep dives, I know it is, that you get the different tiers of rewards the more you do it, after you do the weekly too. So. Yeah, I saw that happen last. The one we just got out of. Why it looked like frozen was because if a melee attack when it hits you, it freezes you, and then you get slammed again. Just yeah. Yep. All right, so let's do a solo one. Let's see if my goal for the solo one is to find the location of the 3. Which I know in general where it is, I must have fucked up when I dropped. It got disoriented. Because I know the first one's hugging the right, and the third one's hugging the left. It just, where exactly, because you drop multiple times between the different, I'll call it phases of battle, which there's 3 of them. And one's in the first drop, the other one's the second drop. Whereas the second shrine is, we saw after the first encounter, there's the word, it's in the room on the left. I have soloed a deep dive before. Actually, the first one I did. It was also story mode, which means it was also like an easier version of deep dive. So I know I could probably solo this deep dive, but whether I could solo the exotic, I don't know. But like I said, I just want to find where I'm supposed to go for those other 2 parts. I know how you do the rest of it. I know the strategy as far as what you have to do to take it down the bosses and stuff. It's just the shrines.
This is tactical. Dive green.
The shrines is finding them, whereas the last phase, once you're in the labyrinth, is all just a DPS check. Ooh, enhanced art. Oh god, this is like playing WoW right here, doing Torghast. It's like, man, all of these are good. You know, I'm all about super. As much as I want to do Arc, man, I love super. Especially when I throw it against a rock. Let's not throw it against rocks. How about that?
Commander, I want you to know I'm steady. And
oh, she wants to go steady. Nice. That time.
I doubt you, Sloan. But this revelation Asa has given us. Between us 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Between us.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Me too.
I'll just sound check. Alright, so let me check again where the first one is. It was hugging the right-hand side. It should be lit. It's kind of surprising I missed it, to be honest. Yeah, it's like this guy's running super fast. It's not super obvious where he's turning when. That's the problem. It's like, dude, slow down, let people breathe, or like follow a map or something. Map on them. And like the other thing cool is to look for items. Like this looks like an item. Aha, it is. Cool. And all these items, if you've picked them up before, if you find them again, I believe, you get bait. So like that I'm sure I picked up before because it's pretty obvious. And see, the fact that I've been meandering around, I probably already fucked up where I was supposed to go. I was like, ooh, squirrel. Hey, look, it's an item. Okay, so let me see if it was on the right-hand side. Ooh! I think I found this accidentally. Cool. Oh, there it is. There's the shrine. Cool. So it looks like you didn't have to fall. You just go through a cave to another cave. It looks like there's multiple ways to cave. See, like I approached it from above, whereas the other guy approached it from the bottom. So if you find this, if you see this on the top floor, and then it's dropped down, is where it is. Cool. Good to know.
Let's spill into the seas of Titan until the tides retreat at my name.
Cool. She sounds a little angry. Yeah, because one thing I want to do also is be cool to find stuff for aquarium. Which, to be honest, is cool and also kind of stupid, because at each seasonal event also has new seasonal shit. So it's more like I'll be able to still enjoy it for the rest of the expansion, but then once you get out of the expansion, you get to new expansion, you lose all the previous seasonal stuff. So you only enjoy it till like next February, which is still a long period of time, but you know what I mean? Like, you want to enjoy it forever. Yeah, because I think... So anyway, I'm not too keen on finding all the... Or I don't care about finding all the aquarium stuff. It's more like I just wanted to be honest, I kind of don't care about the achievement either, for the title. I just want to try to pursue the exotic, really. Just because it looks cool.
Guardian, Deputy. Scans show high-density fossilizations in your vicinity. Get to work and expect a hostile response.
From the fossils? I detect high fossilization. Watch out. It'll be an aquatic necromancer. Yeah, the exotic could be a good replacement. It's also an exotic, so it wouldn't be a replacement, you know what I mean? If I wanted to replace it, I couldn't do the same build. That's why I was kind of open to getting the Last Rite, because it was a normal scout rifle. It just, yeah, because my legendary glaive I do like too. How I have it built. These are the stats, I'm not aware of what they are. So, I mean, it's pretty also boss. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's like if I'm using, like, Quicksilver, I'll have my offhand always be glaive, so I'll do Enigma. Otherwise, Excalibur. Yeah. That is true. Use big truism. That looks like I did get another item for my, I believe I got one item for my aquarium each run now from the deep dive. I thought I got one last one too. Yeah, the flashlight. And now I got like a bioluminescent something. Gotta give my kitty some quick petters. She's wondering why I'm talking to myself. You should be talking to me. Okay, let's do this. My main goal is just experiment to see what's on the next dive, but I definitely want to get past it. Oh, and if I could do a pressure trial. I doubt I could do a pressure trial by myself, but that's true. I could look for a pressure trial too for shit. That is true. So you trigger it in phase 1 and you do it in phase 2. So I'm just right now I'm locating it. Oh, I see it. It's right there on the right. See that? See that glowing thing? That's it. So I'm at least showing you where everything is. now I need to do all of those orbs before I get past the first encounter, and then you'll hear Ziggurat Wrath go, "Ah!" do something, full angst. And then, when I do the second encounter, that'll trigger the pressure trial. And then if you get past that, you get tier 4 rewards instead of 3. To be honest, I already forgot what my impression was. Or something. I can't remember what I did. Yeah, super angst, whatever it is. Naturally, these guys are shooting void, so I'm not getting my arc to proc. Wham. Oops, someone just did arc. Somebody did it. Oh, I thought these guys shot void. These hive guys, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, yeah, okay. Someone, though, also shot arcs. I think some hive guy also shoots arcs. I did get hit with something arc. Oh, the wizard. That's probably what it was. It's probably the wizard, right? Somebody here did shoot me with arc, though. Maybe it was the wizard. Yeah, it goes to deep, yeah. There's a lot of deepness in this season. Definitely. Whoa! There's obviously an ogre behind me. What the fuck was that? Yikes. Wow. Trigger happy much? Where's that fucker? Bye. Oh, do I have to kill the guys first? Maybe I do. Yeah, I know. Watch me full clear. I know. I'll also say, like, I'm not sure I can do the time pressure problem on myself, but I probably just need to practice it. I haven't started it yet. Plus, I don't think I did everything to trigger it.
Watch out, Guardian.
Because I didn't hear Ziva Wrath's voice. I think I missed one orb somewhere. Plus, like you see, because I also didn't meet the time limits, it ports you to the last boss. So like you have to progressively beat the times to do each next section. So if you fuck around and waste time, yeah. So at least that showed you like where a pressure trial is. So there was one other orb I had to get, Blight in that case. Because if I triggered everything, you would have heard Zero Wrath talk to me. And then once I got past that encounter, which technically I didn't, because I didn't beat the time, then that second encounter would be a pressure trial. It'd be harder. So in this case, I didn't beat it, and I have no bonus rewards, and I'm ported to the boss. So yeah, it's still normal. To do the exotic quest, I didn't even get far enough to activate even the second shrine. So
A man, fallen hound, ever seeking prey.
yeah, there's the voice.
My whip.
Ooh. There you go. That was the impersonation. I needed motivation. I had to listen to it to get motivation. There you go. Oh, I'm fighting this fucker again by myself, just like the first time. Oh god. Here we go. Hey, no quarterback sneaks. No. Yes, a lot of doing the deep dives, but yeah, you have to beat timers to keep progressing. But I did find a new thing for my aquarium, and I did find where the first shrine was, so we did shit. Next time I do a run, I'll do at least one more run. Is I want to find that third shrine. I want to find what the fuck it is. So I need to get past the first encounter. Because the third shrine is between the first encounter and the second encounter. Then after you beat the second encounter, you then trigger shit to then start exotic path mode instead of the third encounter. Shoot void in a solar hole. Okay, alright. I mean, that's a life goal. Yeah, Nova Bomb, like especially how I'm a spec, should only be used for ad clears, for not bosses, because I'm so good at it, and I get it all back. So like I use my Nova here if I could, because I can hit all these targets together. Exactly. My Nova really isn't ideal for single boss DPS. It's meant for like elites and groups of guys. Plus, because of Devour, I get all my life back too, so I can use it to stay alive just by killing something. Yeah, I devoured some Taco Bell last night. Taco Bell, if you want to give me free burritos, I will accept them. That's one of the things I forgot about this. The whole thing is what is it called? When you can't do anything else in darkness? Yeah, it's only because I accidentally killed myself. All I do is jump away and shoot the guys. It's like it's not like it was fucking difficult. It just because when I jumped in the air, he stands there like an idiot. Someone was able to fly up to my butthole and detonate when I killed it. But I also don't have, honestly, the ideal stuff for DPSing. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like even if I was doing the exotic quest, this isn't DPS because I don't have a weapon that uses special ammo. It's like, yeah, Risk Runner is cool and all, but it's like I don't have a weapon that's using special ammo. Whereas I would have been blasting with Excalibur or something. So I think, well, anyway, for the rest of this and for me just trying to look for shit, I think I'm just gonna run my best build. If I can do this shit right. Except now I have no green ammo and already triggered it. God damn it. Christ. That was kind of stupid. Well, hopefully I get some green ammo to drop.
A mad, fallen hound, ever seeking prey. Wrath, driven by whips.
Zivo. That'd be funny, I die right on that drop. Your light goes out. Thanks for playing. Ooh, light. I don't want to get sunburned. I don't have my suntan lotion, so let's stay out of sunlight. There we go. There's my special ammo. Yeah. 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 Get the Vex on. I gotta get a Vex on. Oh, it's sunny outside. Ah, it's sunny. Okay, where's all your exploded buddies? No, they're here somewhere. They always come out in phase 2. For this boss, anyway. Where are they? Oh, maybe it was part 2, phase 2. Yeah, part 2, phase 2, that's what it was. No! What a stupid way to die! I fell off the cliff accidentally. No! No, 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 no. No! What a stupid way to die. No! Come on. Ugh! Get out of there. Ugh! God damn it. Fuck. I wouldn't care if they have to redo the entire fucking boss fight. But to be honest, I also don't care about even finishing this deep dive because I don't care about the rewards. I just wanted to, I want to experiment to see where the other 2 shrines are, is the goal. So if I don't get past this 3rd attempt, I'm just going to fucking quit because I don't have time for this. I want to, the whole point of this is I want to find more, well now find more stuff for my aquarium, but also chiefly find what I need to do for triggering time, for triggering the time pressure trials and the shrines. That's really what I want to do. I want to find shit. Plus, I already got the thing for killing this guy, so. I'll search it. No, the blast from the Vex hits like a truck. Like I normally do is the enclosed shot, just because I can kill rank and file really easily. But no, man. Yeah, the Vex weapon, it's special ammo. It hits like a truck. And how I have it spec, it has like infinite range, max damage. Like it goes kerpow. That's normally what I use against elites, is the Vex shot, and I save my machine gun for bosses. It goes kerpow. Kerpow. Or Ziggo Wrath, it goes, eh. I did that same thing last time. That's my go-to move. When I get surrounded, jump up, throw it. It just doesn't work when there's kamikaze guys. Okay, I'm just getting the fuck out of here. Like, I know I could do this fight. I just don't care. It's wasting time. I want to experiment and see how to do shit. I know this is wasting time. Besides, the rewards are going to be dog shit because I didn't get past the first encounter. So, like, all sorts doesn't matter. Okay, this time I'm just going to do my regular build. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this run is not worry about trying to scout for pressure trials, because I doubt I could do it solo anyway, without practice, or at least one other person, so... Same with the exotic quest. But I want to find where the shit is. So I want to get through Encounter 1 as fast as I can. I already showed you where the second shrine was. And what I really want to find is the third shrine. That's really what I want to do.
This is tactical. Dive green.
And I'll get practice finding the first one too.
Commander, I want you to know I'm steady. And I left the sword back at base.
I don't doubt you, Sloan. But this revelation Asa has given us, between us three, it frightens me.
Between us... me too.
And I'm not saying I can't do this stuff, so it just takes practice knowing exactly where to go and how to counter it. It's not the purpose of today's episode. It's just really to discover shit and see what I can do. I didn't plan on the exotic quest being so demanding, but just considering it's an exotic fucking quest, that's gonna make sense. But let's find all the goods. Find all the goods. Yeah, so keep just meandering around on top level and not falling a second time until you find this guy. You can pick up from your aquarium, which I already did, so probably just give me another fish. Or nothing and be a punk bitch. But then, if you fall from there... Yeah, the end boss is all sorts of cray-cray. Actually, the whole encounter once you trigger the labyrinth part is cray-cray. He's the third phase of what you learned on how to do him. And it's just like, yeah, it's... huge DPS check. Alright, so you saw where that shrine was. Now I'm just going to ignore all of the distractions, get through this encounter as fast as I can, then I'll show you the second shrine, then I'll try to see if I can find what the third shrine is, which should be easier, because that's hugging left. Yeah, there's a lot of cool content in this. Some of it is just easier than others, but there's a lot of reasons to run this.
Get your ghost on that gear. Let's see how they like a little sabotage.
It's cool that they added solo, casual, and group related or intense shit. I'd prefer I just be able to do everything solo myself, but that's just me. So I'm not going to do pressure trial. I'll show you an example how it triggers. I want to try to get past as fast as I can. So I want to search for the third thing. So. No distractions this time. Other than getting shot, apparently. What the fuck is one-shotting me? At least this I don't have to do the whole thing over again. God, ugh, how punishing. Hey, that's weird. It's not letting me trigger my, my well of... It's not letting me trigger my, my well. What the fuck's going on here? My O button isn't working. What the fuck? Oh, is it suppression? Or is it my O button not working? Like, I was able to throw my grenade, but I can't drop my well. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, my O button is not working. I can't even slide, which is O. What the fuck is going on here? Dude, what the Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I should be able to run and slide. Fucking weird. I might have to call the stream just because I can't fucking do my O button. So, like, now I'm definitely not going to be targeted, because I can't... I mean, it's not like I have to do my rift, but... It's what I use to help heal, but it's most like... Mainly what I do is I weaken. Like, I don't need it, but it's like, man... What a nerf. Yeah, no, it's definitely my controller. Like, I was using stuff not... You know, in the last fight. I don't know, it's like not having that button, it's like fucking me up. Like, I know it's only slide and rift, but man, it's really, like... What the fuck, dude? It's so fucking weird. It's like I don't know if the button's jammed or what. Why is my O button not working? Weird. Yeah, I wasted so much time, I'm not going to be able to get to see the third one again. Jesus Christ. I think it's not an old controller. It's a new controller. I've only had the PlayStation for like 6 months. Yeah, but the O button's only used for rift and slide. And then for Diablo, it's only used for fucking... I'm trying to think what the O button is. That's such muscle memory. I forget. But it's not a primary attack. So it's like, I don't know what the hell happened there. Doesn't look like it's pressed in or stuck or anything. I don't know. But I'll try to do this boss for shits, but then after I do this, I think I'm going to call it, because my controller fucked up. But what I'll do is, I'll attempt this boss, and afterward, I'll go to my aquarium to show you the cool stuff that I add to my aquarium, so I'll do. The button thing is bizarre. Yeah, I might have to get another controller. Which I hope I don't, because the controller's a fucking $60, so I hope not.
You know, this guy's pretty resilient. Wouldn't make a bad primeval.
Yeah, I mean, no rift in this entire encounter. I mean, God, it's fucking terrible. It's like right here, I'd weaken him before I did it, so I do more damage, and can sit there and take damage and not have to worry too much. It's weird, it's like I was doing it during that beginning of the stream. Weird. Nope. Still no O-button. I mean, I'm not saying I'm blaming it on the rift, but I mean, like, I'm nerfing myself by not having a rift. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this. Let's go to the aquarium. Alright, so well, I did show you where the first 2 shrines are. I need to find the 3rd one next time and see if I can do a pressure trial. Which groups normally did it do, because it's all part of the same run. It's exotic quest that you veer off the beaten path. So the exotic quest, it's either you do by yourself with a coordinated group. Everything else, it just, if you have people that like know their shit, pressure trial just makes it harder. Aquarium shit again, you just find when you fall. So let's look at aquarium and take a look. Man, that O button thing. I mean, it's like that means I also can't do anything on my PlayStation that requires the O button, like canceling out of Windows. I can't leave. It's like this is a huge problem. Weird. I must close out a lot of windows. Hide my history. Weird. Alright. So, let's see, I added... There should be a light, and then that green kelp thing, if I recall. Okay, so there's the kelp thing. I think that's it. Right there. And then I thought the other thing was a light? Or maybe there was a light floating and there was something else by it. That I'm not entirely sure. It looked like there was a floating light. Not that I can see. I do like that Vex orb thing in the back. Which also looks like a broken traveler. Coincidence? Huh. Maybe it wasn't a light. Maybe it was a floating light and picked up something else. I'm not sure. A lot of fishy and other sea creatures. I guess I could show you that list at least. There was a list of... No, this is fishing, that's not it. Here it is. These are all the things you can find. There's a plant and a flora on each place where you drop. So 3 times you drop, you can find two things at each different depth level. And if you find all of the plant stuff, you get a scuba shell ghost, looks like. So it looks like one of the plant things I found I already picked up before, which is probably that one, you know, the obvious one's floating in the front. So I basically found one thing on each level, because I found a Twilight thing, a Midnight, and an Abyss. So I'm missing one in each depth. Cool. Well, I guess that'll be it for this stream. Sorry for the unplanned deviations, and apparently now also a broken controller. I know there was some kitty action at the beginning of the stream as well. But yeah, there's a lot of cool aquatic shit. This is probably my favorite season. Second being the pirate one. Definitely check it out. I'll have more Destiny content showing some more stuff as well. If I can get it coordinated for a pressure trial, or figure out how to do it by myself, pressure trial or exotic quest, I will might stream that as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check out the fishies. Again, this is Ismortah, and I'll fish you next time.